What's going on, man? It's another episode of Valley TV, man. I'm your motherfucking host, Boogie Valley, and I got one of the illest DJs in Syracuse, New York. Really upstate New York. I mean, if you really been tuned in, then you know. With my dog, Mike Red. Mike, what up?
What's going on with you, my dog?
Man, you know, chilling, man. Had to catch up to you, man, because I'm like, yeah, I got to interview my dog, man. My boy been going hard for some years now. I mean, it's about that time.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean? So first off, man, congratulations on getting married.
Thank you.
How has married life been treating you?
It's great. No, definitely, it's great. I mean, you know, it's when you marry your best friend, it make it easy. But
okay,
you know, just like with any relationship, you know, you gotta get through the struggles to get to, you know, where you're trying to get to.
Right. Okay. Has getting married changed the way you approach your career or your priorities?
No, I think like the way I approach my career and my priorities is changed just a little bit. I mean, the priority side,
right.
But I mean, as far as the way I approach my career, no. I think it has made me approach my career a lot differently as far as like the amount of the grind I put in. Like when I was young, like I thought I was grinding, and like, you know, as time went on. And I got to where I got comfortable.
Right.
I wasn't as grinding as much as I thought I was until she kind of put the fire up under me, like, yo, you ain't going as hard as you used to. You gotta go 10 times harder. So I think the credit goes to her as far as like the amount of grind I'm putting in right now.
Shout out to the wife, man. Something about them females, man. They like that fire up under you.
Yeah.
What's something marriage has taught you that surprised you?
Something that marriage has taught me that surprised me is I think that it has got me to a point where I didn't, my first, you know, situation in relationships when I was young, like I thought the way I had relationships playing out my life was totally different from what marriage really is right now.
Okay.
Like I didn't know that you have to get up and, you know, handle things a certain way as far as the way she wants it.
Right.
I was a spoiled kid a little bit, and the way I dealt with things. Don't get it twisted, I come from the mud. Like
right.
It was times I didn't have everything, but as far as like the way I dealt with things in relationships, I was a little spoiled. You know, and now it's to the point now when I'm married, I don't get the spoiled part of it no more. I gotta spoil her. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not even with the gifts and the watches and rings and all that thing. It's with all the other stuff as far as she want to be held at, you know what I'm saying, some nights, and that I might not be wanting to hold them. I'm tired. I'm just getting off of work, just getting done DJing. But she want to get held, you know, and I gotta spoil her with that because so if you ain't gonna do it, somebody else will. You know?
Gotta get in that mindset of catering to her.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So, how important has your wife been in helping you stay grounded while chasing this career?
What was it? One more time, my fault.
How important has your wife been in helping you stay grounded while chasing this career?
I mean, you probably can hear my son back there, but like, I think, you know, like that in general. One thing about my wife is she's kind of like me, and that's hard to, like, when you used to being not just the breadwinner, but like when you go Friday through Sunday and you DJing in clubs and all eyes is on you and people rocking with you and they see you in stores or see you in the mall or see you anywhere and they're like, yo, that's Mike Red. It's different because like she's kind of like just as lit as I am, like, and it's because of I know she owns her own cheer company and stuff, so like with that she's kind of just as lit, you know what I'm saying? Right. So like the way she's kept me grounded is like times where I stress about certain things or times I get too high on certain things, like she's always the one to be like, babe, just remain humble, don't worry about certain things, like certain things you can't control, the only thing you can control is you, and she just keeps me to a point where it's like, yo, stay humble and everything else will work itself out.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, big shout outs to the wife, man. All right, let's talk about your DJ journey now.
Yeah.
For the people who don't know Mike Red, who are you outside of the DJ booth?
Like coach, of course I coach varsity basketball. I'm the head JV basketball coach at Henniger High School.
Talk it.
School administrator, community advocate, and I use my voice for different reasons, not just for taking money from the community. I use it for, to uplift the community, and I think sometimes that can get under people's skin, and how I am, because I'm a God-fearing man too. Especially the older I've gotten a lot closer in my relationship with God. I put him before anything now. So it's whereas when you are who we are in the world we live in, and even coming from the streets and everything like that, I think a lot of people feel like it's uncool to, pray or talk about God. And I'm always been the type of person, things people say to me don't bother me. It go over my head. I let it fly over my head because, I've noticed that that can bother people more when they don't get a response. So, I'm not one of them people that's not too cool to talk about God and too cool to go to school. I got my master's degree.
Absolutely.
I keep it when got my bachelor's, got my master's. So yeah.
Stay in school, kids, man. Y'all already know, man. It don't matter. Sometimes some of the coolest people that you see that you think ain't in school, they actually went to school. They actually went the whole route. It's a lot of people out here that's in the streets and all that shit that you think, oh, they're struggling, they never been through nothing. They actually went the good route. They actually went to school and all that. It's just that at some point they took a wrong turn.
Yeah, for sure.
But we all live and learn.
Yeah.
All right, Brody. So, what made you fall in love with DJing?
It's crazy because when I first started DJing, I wanted to rap first. What happened was my dad, rest in peace to my dad, Big Mike. He, when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, same age as my kids, he used to sit in one chair. It was one chair in the house, and when I tell you, he had a CD case that was stacked this high. And he had CDs everywhere on the floor. I mean, talking about every Tuesday, albums used to drop back then. That's when albums used to drop, was Tuesdays. He used to go by, Blackstreet, Tupac, B.I.G., Redman, Method. He was buying DMX. He bought all that. And he used to just sit in his chair for hours and just bob with eyes closed, headphones on, just rock listen to music for hours and go to sleep in the chair listening to music. And that's what made me fall in love with music. But then at first I wanted to rap. I remember watching Lil Bow Wow. At that time he was my age. Right. And I'm watching him go on tour, girls chasing him. And he was and he was rich, for a young kid to meet, so it made me wanna rap. And I was dirt, bro. I was dirt.
I think we all was watching Rome and Bow Wow coming up. We all wanted to rap. Shit, I think that's what that was part of the reason I took up rapping at one point.
I tried writing a 16, and the 16 was straight trash, thraga. And then it was I'm what else can I do in music outside of rap?
Right. The love for music was still there.
It was still there.
Okay.
And I got with Team Elite at the time. My man, shout out to Rob G, the Twins, Shells, and all them. And we created a group the Wu-Tang of DJing, and that's what made me fall in love with DJing. The grind of DJing.
Okay, that's dope. That's what's up. When did you realize that this wasn't just a hobby? It was your career.
When I think back when it was a point where I was grinding, and I had kind of formed my own label at the time. I started watching the bosses that was around, the P. Diddy's, the Jay-Z's, of course the Ice Cube, all those guys that were bosses and creating their own companies, the Rough Riders and all, and I was yo, I want to create that. And then I created my own label, which was the Franchise at the time, with a couple of my friends with Syph and all them, and we formed our own label. And then it was yo, as a DJ, when it got to the point of hanging out with Prestige and Laid Back Entertainment, and I remember they bought French Montana up for a party. And they like, yo, Mike Red, you hosting it. I ain't even DJ. They was like, yo, we want you to host it, because then they got to deal with you all night instead of just dealing with you for an hour. And your hosting voice is so crazy, like you get the crowd going crazy.
You do get the crowd going crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
And then it was that party when I'm like, yo, I'm sitting in the backstage with French Montana, and then hanging with Rollick and going in Yonkers, and we chilling around Kiss, and
like a light went on.
like yo, bro, this is crazy. I'm around dudes who got millions, but I just don't got that yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But I'm here in the same space with them.
I'm in the same. That's when I knew it was a career. It wasn't forget the money that people was paying me. It was like, yo, you in this light. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope. What's been the biggest sacrifice you've had to make to get to where you are?
Honestly, I think the biggest sacrifice is sometimes it's the time. You know, because when you in a club 10 to 2, or like tomorrow I got a DJ the 10K tournament, and then I gotta go DJ at the Westcott Theater R&B night.
Fire,
like,
my boy booked and busy.
Yeah, so it's like 8 hours of my day is like pretty much gone now. Like, and it's like them 8 hours I lose with my 1-year-old. But I think it's the time. That's probably the biggest thing. But I also think that if I was to say anything else, man, I think that I couldn't. It's just that.
Okay. That's dope. That's dope. So let's talk about a little bit about the Syracuse scene. Syracuse has a genuine music scene. What do you think people outside the city don't understand about it?
I think people don't understand Syracuse is very close. It's a close-knit city. It's like it's not small, but it's very small. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can be in your hood and get into the next hood in 5 minutes, and you in a totally different side of town where don't nobody rock with you.
That's
what I'm saying? And whereas if you in Atlanta, like if you from East Bank, you going over to the north of Atlanta or whatever, like it might take 30, 40 minutes. And then you sitting there like, yo, I ain't know the Migos be over here and 2 Chainz be over here. Mm-hmm. But it gets to a point of when you leave one side of town in Syracuse, it take 5 minutes. I think that people don't understand, like, the town is very small, but it's also very monkey see, monkey do. Me and my wife had those conversations, like, when it comes to everything. I'm talking music, education.
There is a strong follower mentality.
Sports, it's very monkey see, monkey do in the town. And I think when it comes to the town, like, we're also a city that, like, we don't let nobody disrespect us outside of the town. You know?
Exactly. We be having our own little issues inside, but then it's like when two brothers are beefing and then the friend try to come and get in. They both gonna look at you like, what you doing?
Yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with you.
At all. Right. Do you think Syracuse DJs get the respect they deserve?
I do. I think that, like, the main thing is the DJs that do get the respect they deserve, they do. Do I think I fly a little bit under the radar? Yeah. And I think it's because of, like I said, when the monkey see, monkey do-ness. Like, if you from a certain side, like, I'm not a yes man. Like, if you my mans and you come to me and you like, yo, Mike Red, what you think about this song? If it's not fire, I'm not gonna tell you it's fire. I'm be like, yo, bro, you gotta go redo this.
Genuine.
Or this ain't the one that's gonna get you there. Like, whereas, like, some people will be like, nah, he the nicest because that's my man. No, let's keep it real. Like, a lot of people be knowing, like, I'm one of them ones, but they don't be wanting to admit it because I'm not their man. Like, I'm not one. But I do think that the DJs that deserve to get the respect, they get their respect. They get our respect. I mean, in the city, we get our respect. Like, people know. Like, I see people all the time that might not want to stay in front of their man, but when they get behind closed doors, they like, nah, but you really one of them ones, bro.
Yeah.
But I do think that our DJs could go a lot farther. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
If it's not so much of the hating aspect. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. What's one thing you changed about the nightlife or music culture here?
I think the one thing I changed about the nightlife is the disrespect to the venues and the craft of the DJs. Because, like, when we come out giving our time. So, like, one thing I hate is, like, when we get to these venues and stuff, and we get to like midnight and it's really time to shake, and then it just mayhem just happens sometimes, like where it's one punch gets thrown and everybody knows. As soon as a owner or somebody sees one punch get thrown, they trying to save their venue. They not trying to let anybody ruin their venue. And like the end of the night, it's over. Party over. Turn the lights on. It's time to go. I think that's the one thing that I would change to the nightlife, is because people gotta understand, like, yo, whatever you got going on in the streets, or beef, or this dude slept with my baby father slept with this girl, or he messed with my baby man. Take that outside the club. Right. Do that like
that
tomorrow.
Shit
when
personal.
You see
Handle that shit when you see that man personal.
Yeah, like don't we all come spending our money and you want to ruin the night? Like that's the worst. Like
right. And then y'all don't even really get to get it on, because you throw a punch and security breaking it up. Now you got to fight security because they beating the shit out you. Like, it's just mad dumb shit.
I think that's and that's what people don't understand, is like when that happens, like when stuff like that happens, it's like, yo, you only fought in here because you know you're going to get 1 or 2 punches off, and they turning the lights on, and then by the time they get to you, the security broke it up. Like, you're not really doing that when you with that man by yourself.
And it don't even be no real beef for real. All right, Mike, you recently DJ'd for Skilla Baby. Yeah. What was your experience like from your perspective?
It was lit, man. Like, I didn't think it was gonna pan out the way it panned out. Like, I just signed with a new manager, and my new management, her name is Davia. She's my new manager. So shout out to her.
Shout out.
And like, my wife, she oversees a lot of my business stuff too, making sure my schedule, because sometimes I got so much going on that people be like, yo Mike, you here tomorrow, and I be like, yeah, but like really, I'm really forgot, but I know I'm still gonna make sure I'm there because I do good business. But like my wife has kind of like gotten to a point where she makes sure my calendar's straight, and her and my manager kind of work together to make sure all my business is handled now. But I didn't think it was gonna pan out like that. Like, we had our business meeting, me and Davia and my wife sat down at breakfast the week of the party, and my manager laid everything out on how it was gonna go. Right. And she was like, yo, when you get there, she was like, when you DJ, she's like, I know we usually come, the rock stars is usually there. Like, shout out to my brother-in-law, my brothers, Slay, Durbin, and my wife, and Bizzo, and all them. But like, she was like, nobody on the stage. Skilla don't want nobody on stage. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. Fine. And she's like, even when he goes on, you come off the stage. I'm like, that's cool with me. So we had already had a section anyway.
Okay.
And when it was my turn, his manager came up like, yo, you got this by Skilla? I'm like, yeah, I got all this. And he's like, but do you got this one? So I'm like, no, that's the only joint I don't got. And he was like, yo, can I airdrop it to you? I said, yeah, let's do it. So he airdropped it to me. I'm still looking at him like, I'm DJing a set? He like, yeah. I said, oh, I ain't know that. He like, well, something happened with our DJ out of town. And then, certain things happen on stage, but, like, I just, because I want to do good business, and I like when artists come in town, like if I go to somebody's city and I'm DJing, we artists. A DJ's an artist.
That's a fact.
Like I don't want nobody, like I don't want to have a whole lot of mayhem when I get to people's city. Like, I just want to be able to do my job. Let me come perform and please these people, and so they get their money worth and get out of here. But then, certain stuff goes on like people don't never see. So as I walked off stage, I didn't, when he finally came back he went back to my manager, like his manager went back to my manager, like, nah, we need him. We want him. Like, I'm like, she's like, yo, Red, go hold it down. And I, at the end of the day, I had to do what I had to do for him. Absolutely. Like, but what really transpired was where he came up to me in the DJ booth. Skilla came up to me like, yo, I'm going to go out in the crowd. I'm going to get the shorties lit. Drop, spin that. He straight told me, like, drop, spin that. He said, after you drop that, they going to go crazy. And then we going to feed off each other the rest of the show. And that's what happened. They went crazy. But then after he did a couple songs, he like, yo, DJ, if you really lit in your city and they rock with you like that, drop something that's not my song that they're going to go crazy to. And he ain't already know.
Dropped on him, bro.
Chris Brown, Gangsta Way. When I dropped that on him, it just went crazy. Yeah, and then I at that point now I'm feeding off of it, and I'm like, yo, I got another one. Can I go in there? He's like, yeah, drop it. I dropped a Young Dolph preach. They still going crazy. And then I'm like, all right, got him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, Skilla, hold on. I cut the music. I'm like, yo, Skilla, I got one more for you. He like, go ahead, let me see what you got. And that's when I dropped the swirly East Side joint. And then turned the club crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah.
Shout out to that boy Swirly too. That boy been going hard this year. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so social media people social media had people saying there were issues during the set. What actually happened?
I think like, you know, like didn't anybody expect that Skilla's DJ wasn't gonna be to make it? Mm-hmm. It was a lot that transpired. Like with, you know, like I said, so much stuff that goes on and bringing the artists and like that you don't see that isn't always like, it's beyond some people's control sometimes. Right. And so, you know, his DJ I guess got caught on the flight, and then it just was the sound wasn't sounding right to him, or he wasn't feeding off, you know, like sometimes it's just, you know, the chemistry you might have with somebody.
Right.
Like and as a person that's worked with artists and had artists and signed artists, and even when I was with Love and Loyalty, it was like me, Ox and Stove God and them dudes, like, right? And Freach, yeah, like I DJ'd for artists and labels, so I know what they want. And sometimes you don't gotta do too much. You just gotta be like, keep it basic. Cause especially when it's not when you not his DJ, you gotta know like the limits. And
right, and when it came to you, it was a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah. And you know, like, and I think it just wasn't, you know, certain chemistries wasn't, you know, colliding. Everybody was colliding with each other in chemistries, and it was just like, yo, I'm the type of person, like, I don't care about the limelight all the time. Like, we a team. I feel like DJs, we should be a team.
Right.
Let's hold each other down and get the win. And whether I'm Michael Jordan today or whether I'm Scottie Pippen tomorrow, you feel me? Like,
right.
Like sometimes I ain't gonna have 27. Sometimes I'm gonna have 15 rebounds and 18 assists, and I'm gonna have 3 points, and you ain't gonna even know I had a great game.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just what it was, man. I think a lot of it just had to do with some chemistry, and then it became, yo, listen, I needed to sound like this, and that's when his manager was like, yo, he been shaking since we got in here. Let him shake.
Right.
And it was like, all right.
So, and like, you know, just to piggyback off that, you know, like, a lot of people really had like a lot to say. Did those comments bother you, or do you just chalk it up to people just talking online?
Nah, bro. Like I said, I let stuff go over my head. I don't care. Like, you gotta understand. Like, I've been DJing. I'm 20 something years. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand. I've been DJing 20 something years, bro. Like,
that's a long time.
Yeah, like I'm in the LeBron phase of my career now. Like I'm in the prime. I'm in the prime, but I'm also like, I don't just take every party. I don't just take every club. Like, it's gotta be like how he's gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna make my next decision my best decision every time. So it becomes like, I think the thing is, when it boils down to it, I think it's that, and that's just what it is. I also feel like when people talk, man, you can't really base your life off other people's opinions.
Can't let it influence.
Yeah, people gonna talk. People who gonna, like, yo, I hear people who will low key be like, Mike Red dirt, and it just be straight hate. Right. Because let's be real. Like, I'm a person that give it to people real. Even in this interview, let's give it to like it could be like, yo, I might have messed with a dude shorty, and I didn't even know that was this, because I'm built off morals and I'm built off respect. Like, I don't just, like, if a shorty got a dude, like when I was single and I was out here living my life, like, right, I didn't just try to hump every shorty because like I was thirsty. Right. Like, if I knew a dude, if a shorty had a dude, like, and I'm speaking to that dude, or I see him and I shake hands with him, I lay his hands off. That's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? But like, at the end of the day, if a shorty ain't telling me who who she used to mess with or whatever. Like sometimes it'd be, hey, dude, see me messing with a shorty in the club when I was single, and then dude be like, oh, I don't like him no more. Like he was messing with
because he's an ex.
Yeah,
though. That's the crazy thing. If you're an ex, you have no business hating on the next man that girl messing with. You're an ex, bro. That chapter is done. That book is closed.
And then sometimes it don't even be that you messed with him. Sometimes it'd be like, yo, your shorties have conversations in like a hairdresser and be like, yo, Mike Red, and then her man hear that. And then become the hate now,
Thirsty,
where like they don't even understand, bro. I got a girl, I'm married out now. Like I don't care about.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different ball game.
Just don't pee on my grass, and we good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good one. Don't pee on my grass, gang.
Good, bro. Like,
yo, Brody, looking back, is there anything you would have done differently that night?
No. Honestly, like I think me and my manager, we after every event we debrief too. And
that's good. You got a good management team.
And we had a conversation the next day, and I say, yo, like, how do you think I handled that? And she was like, yo, you like was lit the way you handled everything. Not even just the way you DJ. She was like, you were very professional. She was like, and she's like, that's one thing about when I became your manager, that's what made me become your manager, was because she's like, I had to look at, she was like, the way you deal with life and the way you deal with your business is you're very professional. You didn't go out there and give me no bad name, even when you feel like people didn't, it was certain things going on as far as like, yo, nah, we want him or we want. It was like you handled it with grace, and when it panned out, it panned out. Like, and I didn't, like I said, bro, I didn't even know I went that crazy until I got off stage. And the rest of like the rock stars, like that's what we call. My wife came up with the name the rock stars, like, and that's because back in high school she used to like dress like real gothic-y and black lipstick, black fingernail polish, and like they used to call her rock star Nene. And then like she kind of like she came up with the name and started the whole rock stars like with the friend group before I got with her. And then it was like our friend group is so tight knit but big that people see our friend group and be like, yo, I want to be a part of that friend group. Like, yo, y'all lit, because we travel together. We like, and then go, and it's like I said, it's my wife, it's like my brother, it's my brother-in-law, Lil Slay. You got, him Slay, sacrifice clothing, solid sacrifice. You got Bizzo and Josh Santana. You got like Derb and M and Ness. So you got like, it's not just mixed with dudes. It's mixed with like, it's like 30 shorties, but it's like 30 dudes, but we really just all like dope. Friends.
That's dope.
And I didn't know like until I got off stage, until like one of my biggest like supporters, but one of my biggest haters, because he the friend that's gonna always be like, nah, you could have did this different. Like is my brody Derb, and Derb was like, yo, bro, you went nuts. I was like, word? He's like, yo, bro, usually I hate you. He was like, but bro, I hate you. I still hate you. He's like, bro, you went nuts tonight. I was like, all right, that's what's up. Like,
credit is given, credit is due, man. Have you spoken to Skilla since that night?
No, what happened was I shared it. I shared the video of me DJing because my wife and my brody Bizzo, like, shout out to Bizzo, because yo, my wife said it. She was like, yo, Bizzo really rock with you. And like Bizzo, another friend who he's like a silent manager that don't nobody pay attention to, because he kind of like, yeah, he like if I go to the distance with it, and Bizzo will be like my straight tour manager, like make sure the venue set up the right way, make sure like, yo, Mike Red got this when he get there, like, cause he's like real demanding. He like one of them friends. He'd be the type to be like, nah, that ain't how my man want it. You know what I'm saying? Like he wanted, but he was like, he straight told Skilla like, yo, go acapella, let my man load up, and he liked that. And then when I start DJing and stuff, if you look in the video, go back and look at my Instagram on the video, you'll see a part where he like, I told you he liked that. And my shorty like, I told you he liked that. And he like, yeah, but it's like, but I think that when I reshared the video on my Instagram, I gotta get my Instagram back shaking. Somebody hacked my page and lost all my followers, everything. So now I'm trying to get my Insta back. Look, I reshared it. He was the first person to watch it.
Oh, that's,
and I was like,
fire.
That's crazy. Like, because a lot of these stars, they be trying to like, and when they class A, class B stars, they try to act like they bigger than everybody. Like they don't want to interact, and they'll act like, oh, I'm too busy to watch. And he was the first person to watch it. And like,
I will say this about Instagram too, like, all those celebrities are definitely on there tuned in, because a lot of times when I'll be posting stuff, sometimes I'll tag artists on my story, and they'll be right up under it, watching it and all that shit. I'm like, oh shit.
So I think like when we ain't have a conversation, but he also did say, like, when I was DJing, he was like, yo, DJ, when I get off stage, I need your name and I need to know what song that was that you played the Chris Brown Gangsta. He's like, because I never heard that. And I was like, word? So then, like, when I pulled off and left, because, you know, it'd be a lot of stuff going on after the club. People be looking at face fighting. So, like, the way the rock stars, we all make sure everybody else good in the circle, and we all go get in our cars, and then we off to the next venue. So we just straight left there and then went to Denny's and got, like, as a family, and went and ate and laughed and talked. But it was like, my manager called me when I had already pulled off, like, yo, you left already? I'm like, yeah. She like, dang. She like, Skilla back here. She was like, he wanted to take a picture with you, and I was like, oh, I ain't. So I missed that opportunity.
My boy just came, got his money, and got up out of there.
Like, you know.
Yeah, nah, that's good. That's good. What do people not realize go into DJing for a major artist that can make things look different from a crowd's perspective?
I think preparation. Like I said, I'm very professional. Like, if somebody say something, like, I don't go too far. I'm very even killed. And shout out to Shamik, my cousin Shamik, from Amazing ENT. He had called me like, yo, cuz, sound check at 8. I was there at 7:58. At 7:58 at the dot, I was in the venue. I had already, and I was plugged in at 7:55. So I need not say 7:50. About 7:50 when I got to the venue. 7:55, I was plugged in. I was the only person there. Not no other DJ. Not Skilla's DJ. Not him as an artist. Not Bajornik. Nobody. Nobody else was there. I was the only person there with the sound dude. Did my sound check. Called my manager. Called him like, yo, I'm done. And I left. I was walking out of the venue at 8:01 to go back and get ready. And like, he was like, yo, cuz, that's crazy. You got here on like that early? I'm like, yeah, cuz you told me to be here. And I think it's preparation, man. Like, because had I not been prepared, like, who knows? I probably wouldn't have been able to have the opportunity to work with Skilla that night. But it's like, you got to be prepared in situations like that, man. Like, like, I'm a DJ, bro. I don't, like, people get it confused. Like, DJing, you're an artist, man. People pay you to do an art. You feel me? And I think when it comes down to it is, I'm a DJ, like, I don't sit down when I DJ.
Right.
Like, that's one thing I can't stand. Like, because it make me feel like I'm not having fun if I'm sitting down. Everybody else standing up having the ball. Like, right. I stand up wherever I DJ. I stand. Like, whether
you can't really vibe and groove. You know what I'm saying? If you're sitting down.
So when I see DJs who sit down, or when I see like people always be like, yo, bro, you like go crazy. Not only do you play that nonsense, you talk it too. Like, you be on the mic like getting crazy, like. And it's like, you not just a DJ, you an entertainer. So it's like, I don't just classify myself as like in one boat of DJing. Like, all I do is play music. No, like, you cannot book me to touch the turntables at all. But like, when people do concerts, if they like your Mike Ray, I want you to host it. Like, fine, because now they don't just got DJ. They don't just gotta. The fans don't gotta deal with me for 30 minutes. Because sometimes when you DJ for artists, you only get like a 30-minute set, and then it's the artist. Like. Now you gotta deal with me all night if I got this mic in my hand.
That's a fact.
So I'm very strategic.
And I'll be talking my shit.
Yeah, I'm real strategic, man.
What's the most pressure you ever felt behind the turntable?
Caravana Festival, man.
Word. Elaborate on it.
Like, yo, you don't like. That's a big festival. And people don't understand, like. You not, and that when you go to Toronto or any festivals or stuff like that, like, you dealing with hundreds of thousands of people in one city now for one weekend of fun. And I being out there, like, you dealing with, like, bro, you gotta think it's 90, 100 DJs, because it's a party on every corner, because it's a big party weekend. And then you got the OVO Fest. Drake do the OVO Fest out there, and when you go out there and you do that, it's like, yo, when you could go out there and go crazy, then you made it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of. And for somebody coming from where we come from, upstate New York, where venues usually will only have 200-300 people that can be max, or like even in West Side you can hold 700-800. Like that type of situation was probably the most pressure I ever dealt with. But then I also say, you know what else? Wedding, bro. DJing a wedding, because you
Damn, I understand that too.
Yeah, like my wife said it. She was like, "Yo, babe, people don't understand. You really the best wedding DJ in the city too." She was like, "You like when I watch you DJ weddings." She was like, "You on point with everything, yo. How do you, when you guys come out? What's your first song? What's you and your the mother son dance, the father daughter dance? When the groomsmen come out, when the bridesmaids come out, like." What do you when you playing, when people eating dinner?" She was like, "Yo, you really nice." She's like, "I didn't know." She's like, and I keep it real. Like, she was like, "Yo, before I met you, before I got with you, DJ Jabril was one of my favorite DJs." And she's like, he's still one of my favorite DJs. But she was like, "Yo,
shout out to bro too, bro, go hard."
Yeah, you know. But she was like, but she said what really made me rock with you was my sister Isha. Shout out to Isha, rest in peace to Isha. My sister Isha. She was like, "Yo, Isha came to me like, yo, we going to Mike Rad party this week?" And she was like, "I don't know." She's like, "Brill over here DJ." And she's like, "I'm going to see Mike Rad. Mike Rad, that's my bro. I gotta go support my bro today." And she was like, when we got there, and she's like, "I was watching you DJ," and she's like, "I told you." She's like, "Mike Rad, my favorite DJ." And I didn't even know I was Isha's favorite DJ until Nene told me that. And then I was like, "Oh, Isha, I'm your favorite DJ." This before Isha passed. She's like, "Brody, you really him." She was like, "People don't be understanding you him, bro." And I really, like I said, I really didn't know how much she felt like that until like Isha we had her birthday party at Ravens when I owned Ravens with my cousin Quan, and she was like, "I'm the owner of the club now." And she like, "No, you DJing too though." I'm like, "You want me to DJ?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Bro, I need you to DJ, not just." I was like, "All right, I got you." And then like, even like my sis Raquel, like rest in peace to Raquel. Yeah, like she was like, "Yo, my two favorite DJs." She'd be like, "Yo, Brody." She used to, you know how Raquel is. She used to be like, "Brody," like, you know, raspy voice. "Brody, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you." She's like, "You know, my favorite DJ, and then you my other favorite DJ. Y'all the only two DJs I'm ever going to watch, Brody. I love y'all."
And one thing about Rock, man, if she loved you, if she fucked with you for real, she supported everything you had going on. Even if you didn't believe in yourself enough, she was showing up and acting like you had the best product, the best anything going on. Yeah. So I miss her, man. I miss her.
Like, shout out to Boomer, man. You know,
shout out to bro.
Like, cause I'm like, even though you might have come from one side of town, I'm gonna do. I rock with every side of town. Like, you know what I'm saying? I rock with people from every side, and I get a lot of love over in the West. Like, you know, like Boom, my brother, you, like my cousin AK and all them. Like they everybody over there 100. You know what I'm saying?
That's for the most part. Shout out to the gang.
Like, it's like Boom always tell me like, "Yo, Brody, you know, like when it come to DJing, you one of them ones I go get, bro, because when it come, like, bro, you know what you gotta do, like, so
you know how to rock the crowd, man."
So, you know, shout out to everybody who I mentioned, man.
That's a fact. Have you ever had to recover from something going wrong during a live performance? And what happened?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I remember, yo, bro, like yesterday, going in. I'm mid party, like going in though, like, because, like, and I think I might have went from the R&B, started transitioning into rap a little bit, and then it get to, I might have played like one of my favorite songs. Everybody who know me, one of my favorite songs is Dreams and Nightmares. Anybody like. And my favorite rappers is Meek and Drake, right? Besides the ones who came before them. But I'm going in mid-party. And as I'm going in, I think I might have went somewhere like and it was like, pull up with a stick. Like, now I got the club going crazy. And as everybody cut the music, everybody like, pull up with a stick. Somebody walks through. Pulls the plug.
Oh no! Word on my life.
Yo, the one
middle of the turn up.
Yo, bro, the one rule.
Peak of the song.
Like when anybody comes to, just stay away from the DJ booth, because like stuff like, and the person pulled the plug. And at the time, my laptop wasn't charged all the way yet, so I'm still like getting it. So everything shut down. I'm talking about the turntable shut down. Laptop died like right because I just plugged it up. So now I gotta restart everything. I had to like plug everything. Now like, but in the midst of that, like
I know you was sweating, bullets,
bro, because everybody looking like
shells.
Like, you know, everybody looking like they think it's the DJ fault. Like, I'm like, no, like,
and then motherfuckers be lit drunk, like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, like they like you going in. So,
and I know that because I'll be one of them.
Yeah, but luckily, like, it was like some college kids in there, and you know, college kids they be turned no matter what. So it's some college kids in there too that was like, no music, and so it kind of got lit. So as I'm plugging everything in, the college, like the fraternity or whatever they was at the time, the sorority, whoever it was, they in there, they got the no music going. Then they start but they all like rapping a cappella.
Yeah.
And then
they started stalling for your boy.
Yeah. Yo, I turned by the time I got it turned back on, you know, it take a little minute for MacBook to turn back on. I got the MacBook turned back on, right? And as they get to the end of whatever they was rapping a cappella, I just dropped something and it was like, don't mess up with your dog. That's law. They just go crazy. They go crazy. It's like,
word of my soul.
So it was like, yeah.
My boy had the ill recovery.
Yeah, so
that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
What's your biggest DJ nightmare, or was that it?
My biggest DJ nightmare? Oh man. Honestly, I think it's
or what could be a nightmare, you know, if you haven't went through nothing that crazy yet.
I want to say like I might have gotten booked for an event that I really looked forward to, that didn't go through because I knew like the amount of anticipation that comes with that event. And it was like flying out, like it might have been in the middle, like somebody's like, yo, we need you in Miami, like it might have, and it was like, yo, I'm on my way to cause I like traveling. I'm a DJ, I love traveling too. Like I love being able to like travel and have like jump on a flight, got my bags packed, got my MacBook, and yo, they got everything already set up there, the turntables, everything already set up there for me. But then you get to a big city and then you get there and it's like 2,000-3,000 people there, and I think that might have been like the biggest nightmare is getting booked for something that I really looked forward to. And also like, yo, bro, I did this and I still do it because I would love to go and DJ at Rolling Loud festivals and be DJ open. I mean, be the grand opening DJ for Grammy parties and stuff like that. Like I want to be in that upper echelon. Like so like. And I always classify myself like watching Khaled, like that. Like, so when I see him on like Fat Joe and Jada couch and he getting a premiere, like think about it. I was with Stove God and they dropping it all the way in. I can still smell it. Like I always vision like I'll be sitting in that couch like being able to do that and everybody, and then it's going viral on YouTube and I got 18 million views and everybody like, yo, Mike Redd played that first. You know what I'm saying? So
that shit fire.
Yeah, I think it's probably that, man.
What's the biggest misconception about being a DJ?
Every DJ is not. First off, I think these are three things. One, every DJ is not lit. Just because they say they're a DJ, like I hate when people be like, "Oh, Mike Redd, you charge this much. Like you kind of expensive." Like, bro, you get what you pay for. Where I see like, well, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna book this DJ because he, and I know it be the DJs who especially in my city that might undercut me. That might be like, yo, Mike Redd charged you what? And then they be like, oh, he wanted $150 an hour, $200 an hour. You know what I'm saying? And it's not me being greedy, bro. Like this is my.
That's not even a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know what city
you actually like giving people a deal at 150, 200.
And people don't understand. Like I know what kind of city I live in. It's not everybody's not rich. everybody ain't got it like they say they do. So like I try to work around people, and then people can still holler at me and we can work something out. You know what I'm saying? But when I say like, yo, oh, you doing a party and I mean, of course I know you charging $30-$40 at the door and you gonna make 5, 6, 7,000, but you sitting here being like, yo, I only got 200 for you. You be like, yo, bro, I'm not. First off, I'm not no corn.
Right.
Like I got kids.
We're not even doing that.
Like, cause I watch you and you go pay $500, $700, $800 for a Louis belt. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep it real and be like,
niggas be coming to say shit like that. Judah.
Yeah.
Drip down.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
And then look at you at the end of the night like, yo, I got 200. Like, bro, come on. And so I think that's the.
Like, bro, stop playing with me.
Yeah. So people, one thing is every DJ ain't lit, and then they'll go get a DJ that be $200 and then be mad at the end of the night like, man, they sound suck. Da da da. They ain't had a crowd turn. Yo, I knew I should have went with you, Mike Red. I'd be like, got what you paid for.
That absolutely.
Yeah. So that's one thing, and I think the other thing is the biggest misconception of that is every DJ ain't a ladies man. Like I'm like, yeah, like but even
talk your shit,
like,
Mike.
I'm a ladies man. Like my wife, I hear it sometimes because she be like, I see that girl over there in the VIP, over there in the VIP, and she was looking at you and she come up to the DJ, but she love it though because she like she know at the end of the night like I'm going home with you,
and that's what's gonna bring the paper.
Exactly, you feel me? And she like I let the ladies like flock because that's what pays the bills. You know what I'm saying?
And it comes with the position. You know
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they get the misconception also that every DJ humping every like, oh, they mad, they all whores, they all dog. I'm not a whore. I might have had my whores times before. Right. I was single. Like
we were all young at one point.
Yeah,
you know man, everybody got a pass.
I think differently now. I got a family I'm working for.
Is DJing more about technical skills or reading the crowd?
In this era, I never felt like. Matter of fact, you know what, yo, bro, I never felt like it was about technical skills. Yeah, I think in the back of the 70s, 80s, you had the DJs with the records and.
Because it was trash.
Yeah, like you had them like it was like the battles back then was like rap battles. You got 1,000 people in there, but they didn't come in to just hear the song. Like now it's like more about. What listen, we want to hear a catalog. Because he's coming. So you got to hear like, yo, like you imagine like, because now it's not, when I started DJing, it was, you book one DJ, that was a DJ for the 4 hours. Mm-hmm. Then it became like, yo, it started being like, yo, I want to book two DJs. Now sometimes you be like, yo, we got 4 DJs. Every DJ got an hour. That's like their way of trying to probably have a battle. Right. But it's like, I don't never look at it like battling. Like I'll be like, man, I'm in competition with myself. Whatever they about to play, like that's on them. Like I know what I'm gonna do. You feel what I'm saying? And when I do what I do, if they don't react, that's just because I shouldn't have been on that event. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, I know how to adjust every crowd. So I think it's just more about like the playlist is everything now. It ain't all about technicality, man. Right. People want to hear that music.
Mm-hmm. So do you say basically it's more so about reading the crowd and giving them what they want?
Yeah, because like, yo, bro, even with rap, right? Mm-hmm. Like look at it now. We went from rappers that was like Nas, right, who's one of the greatest of all time, Big, Pac, X, Hove. Like those, like don't get it twisted. Hove is still like look at it, bro. Like see what he just did 3 nights in the Garden, right? I mean, in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
But it was like to sell out 3 nights at 60, 70,000 people a night. That's not easy to do. And it's artists who are charging $50,000 a show who can't do that.
That's a fact.
But the thing is, it's like also when you watch rappers now, it's the reason why the South is like really lit because like they don't really care about the double entendres and all that. Like they like, yo, bro, I'ma say this and they gonna go crazy.
Right.
These old men acting like my baby. Right. Born in the 80s, crack. People love that.
Because it's like people forget. It's like people forget that when people in the club, people is drunk and lit. Like they don't want to be sitting there thinking about, oh, what did this mean? No, they just women want to shake ass. Yeah. And men want to bop their head, you know what I'm saying, and just get lit. Like nobody want to listen to no complicated shit in the club.
Like one of
it's not what it's for.
Yeah, like and the crazy part is like my brother-in-law, like my brother-in-law is so like me and him sit down, we shoot each other music all the time. I be like, yo, bro, listen to this. He be like, nah, bro, that's dirt. Listen to this, and it'd be like. And one thing about him is, he know music. Like my wife knows music to the T, right? like we come from a musical family. Like even like getting together, our family like our parties be so lit because we all love music. My father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my mom, my step pops, my aunt, like we all are music heads. So like I listen to my brother, like when the song first came out, I was like, what? And it was like, he was like, nah, bro, you gotta listen to it. He was like, it's that Debo Loaded and go, let's go get him. Let's go get it. So I was like, I heard it way before everybody else heard it because he played it for me. And this was before it got lit. So when I heard it, I'm like, oh. So then when I started saying it to my kids, and I used to be like, as a school administrator, right? I said to the kids at school, I'm like, let's go get them. The kids be like, let's go get them. So now they see me in the hall, they be like, Mr. Ray, let's go get them. And they be like, yo, cool. So now it'd be like now look at where the song is now. Like even like Spin That. Like I wasn't a fan of Young Miami Spin That.
Me
like,
neither.
But now
in the
like
beginning,
the first time I heard it, I was like, yo, I hate this. So what is this?
Right.
And like this is what rap coming to. But then yo, as I heard it the second time and the third time and the fourth time, I'm like,
it just kept growing on me. I'm like,
right.
God, what's going on?
Let me show you when on the apps. Like I was like, oh, right. She talking kind of though.
You feel me? Yeah. And again, too, it's a lot of people criticizing Young Miami and all this shit and saying all like, I get it, we understand it, but understand that she's just another girl that's just making fun music for everybody, man. Like
she make
everybody come from the bottom. Like you can't. This is the problem with our community as well. Like y'all see people struggle their whole life, and then when somebody finally make it, now the way they made it is a problem. Yeah, we gotta stop that.
Yeah, for sure.
We gotta stop that
for sure.
Who's still on your bucket list to work with?
Honestly, bro, if I could give you 3 artists, Meek. I think if Meek DJ was to ever retire tomorrow and he was to be like, yo, I need a DJ, and he's like, yo, but we gonna do tryouts and
you campaigning.
Yeah, bro, I'm on my way to Philly.
Tonight.
Like, because like our energy I think would be impeccable. And then I think also I would like to work with somebody like Usher.
Oh, that would be dope.
Like bro, that, and you know the one person that I probably would never be able to work with, because of course, I mean, unless we see each other at the heaven gates, is like, yo, Pac, bro. Like if me and Pac was up in heaven together and I was able to bring my turntables up to heaven, like I'm working with Pac. Like, yo, bro, because like that's just like, bro, that's just like, I cried when Pac died. You feel me? I was a kid. I probably was like 6, 7 years old. I cried when Pac died.
I ain't gonna lie, I definitely shed a tear when DMX died. Yeah. That was my favorite rapper.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever turned down a booking and why?
Yeah. I turn them down still. Sometimes I look at my manager, I be like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Not that one. Because one, sometimes the paper not right. Like I said, man, the paper, it got to make sense. I got 4 kids. Sorry, that's my son turned. That's why I say I got 4 kids, bro. Like
you good, bro.
I got 4 kids, and I got kids to take care of. Like I got a son who plays. He's gonna be playing high school football, high school basketball, running varsity track this year. Lit. So it's like I gotta buy cleats, mouthpieces, jerseys.
That boy busy.
Nike, Polo. I got a daughter who goes to Bishop Ludden. I'm paying, like, I gotta pay for that. And I got a daughter who just turned 21, and she had a son. I don't call myself granddad. I'm Pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
congratulations on that too. I didn't even know, bro.
To be a young like granddad, so I be looking like she's still figuring out life. Like she's like growing, but she don't do everything right. She's still young, so she in that age where like she still needs some guidance, and I'm still showing her like, yo, and I might have to help her because that's my.
And the midst is still learning yourself.
Exactly, too. And then it's like, I got a 1-year-old. I got a wife. This is who comes first. Like, because that's the person I'm going to be buried next to is my wife, right? Nobody else got to lay with her besides me. Right. So she want to travel. She wants to. So, yeah, I turn bookings down because the paper might not be right. The dates might not align. Like,
oh, you're busy with the family.
Yeah, like, Florida boy from the lab, the barber, he just hit me and was like, yo, at first the booking worked. But then he hit me a couple days ago, like, yo, bro, it got postponed. I'm going to postpone it to this date. And I was like, yo, bro, that's not going to line because that's my honeymoon. We just now getting ready to go take our honeymoon in August. So he like, oh, all right. He's like, but yo, hold the deposit I sent you, and we gonna realign something else. I'm like, I appreciate that, but and when he ready, we'll yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna make it work for him, but like, of course, I can't turn my honeymoon down. I gotta go on my honeymoon. That's absolutely. My wife, and she comes first. So it's like, yeah, it'd be a lot of things. It could be the paper, the dates on the line, the crowd just might not be my type of crowd. I want to go home safe at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? And like, bro, I don't want to have to do nothing to nobody to have to make it home. Like,
no, dead ass.
Like, cause even though I'm a peaceful dude, like, bro, I know how people think, and I'm the person like, yo, my kids ain't burying me. You feel me?
It's like I always say. You don't gotta be tough to take nobody out of nothing. Yeah. Somebody just gotta push you to your limit. Yeah. That's it.
I gotta make it home to my kids. So whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna make it home.
Mm-hmm. And some people don't play by their family, man. Like some people will really take it all the way from 1 to 1,000.
Yeah, for
fast.
Sure.
Don't play with people, man. Who's the hardest artist you've had to DJ for?
I think I'm gonna be honest, right? Mm-hmm. And you would think I was gonna say somebody who got BET Awards, Grammy. Ox. Bro. Yo. Shout out to LLCO. Yo, bro.
Yo, shout out to Ox.
Yo, bro.
Man, what?
That man is the hardest artist to... Yo, bro, because... And I think that's why I became so ill with DJing for artists is because, like, yo, bro, he be like, yo, I never used... Like, I was always good DJing for artists, but, right... I remember when I first signed with LNL, when he first hit me, like, he was like, and we linked up, and he was like, yo, bro, I want to sign you. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need a DJ. And I signed with LNL. And I remember, because back then, we was handling paper. People used to look at LNL and be like, yo, bro, y'all handle stuff like in the franchise and all that. They like, yo, y'all handle stuff like businesses is really doing in the industry.
That's a
like,
fact.
Ox, we brought me the paperwork, we signed it, and like, and we used to have meetings, and we had an office. We used to have meetings. The whole LNL. It used to be me, Stove God, Ox, Freach, Skib, and like the OC. We all used to have, like, we used to sit in meetings where there used to be 30, including everybody who used to be around the guy, the goons. You know what I'm saying? That we used to have to, like, yo, bro, when we get to this venue, yo, we need y'all like this. Y'all can't be out here getting crazy in the crowd, you know, because we gotta be on point. And but Ox used to be like, be one of them dudes that used to be like, yo, bro, we gotta practice 3 days before the show. I'm like, bro, I know every one of your songs. He'd be like, nah, but bro, I need you to turn it like this in a certain song, not talk too much on this song. And then,
bro, he very hands-on.
Yo, bro,
his work ethic
and
crazy.
I respect it. Like, he's an artist, like, and just like I'm an artist, like, I don't want people coming to DJ booth like, yo, play this right now. Bro, I know what I'm doing.
He has love and respect for his craft.
So it's like, I understood. But he, bro, when I tell you one of the hardest artists to DJ for, LNL CEO, bro.
My boy say Ox.
Yo, bro. Yo, and whenever
I'm gonna see this shit like, hey, yo.
Yo, whenever I'm not his DJ now, whoever he might have DJ his sets, like, because, like, you know, I think, even though that's still my bro, like, he live in Florida now. I mean, so it's like, sometimes the dates might not allow. So if he has another DJ that's there, right, that he can get the DJ his set, I know they probably be like, yo, this dude.
They can relate, bro.
Yo, bro, he going to the BET Awards tomorrow. Yo, bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck. What's one song that'll get almost any crowd moving?
One song is Dreams and Nightmares.
Nah, I was just about to say. I think you mentioned it earlier.
Yo, bro, like, yeah, bro, like, even the way I'd play it is like, people be like, yo, when you say this at that, my wife used to say, she'd be like, yo, babe, when you say that, it used to turn me up. When you used to be like, and Legend needs some milk. That's my son going to high school. So when I used to be like, because at that time he used to be like 2, 3, I used to be like, and Legend needs some milk. You bang around. And so, but now I just switched it because now I got a 1-year-old. Yeah. Legend. So now I'll be like, now and Champion needs some milk, because now everybody be like, oh, Champion. Like, yeah, that's Champion got more fans than I got now. Like, bro,
it's always like that with the kids.
Yeah, bro. His birthday party was just like off the hinges. So, yeah.
All right, gang. Be honest. What's one song you're tired of hearing requested?
I think the one song I'm probably, bro, I don't really think I got one song that I get tired of hearing requested. I think, at the Skilla Baby joint, right? Mm. I'm gonna keep it official, right? I remember,
Skilla
was like, yo, bro, after I got done, he was like, yo, now drop something that gonna get the crowd going crazy. They didn't, I mean, the gangsters going crazy. I'm loading it up, but two bottle girls was like, nah, play this. And it kind of went another way where somebody played it, and it was like, nobody in the crowd moved. It was like, they played Dex Osama. I'm like, Dex Osama's not dirt. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
But that was,
it just wasn't for that moment.
Yeah, like when that's a big moment, and I was like, I had to load it up because what I was gonna hit him with was, and I was gonna come in acapella with it, like was all these social networks and these computers. The gangsters would have went crazy. You know what
Word
I mean?
of my life, and then dropped the beat.
Yo, bro, it went.
That shit would have been upside down. Word of my life. Name one Syracuse artist more people should be paying attention to.
Ooh, yo, just one.
Just one, gangy.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Gotta make the question hot now.
Right. If I gotta say, I'm gonna be honest, and he's in the game, bro. It's Stove, yo. Stove got like, don't get it twisted, right? Like, yeah, he on, so they probably feel like why? But yo, bro, I remember like when he was LNL, before he was LNL, like when he was when it was him and 40 Cal, like I remember like when they had their own group, right? And it was like, I remember him, like we all knew Stove was like that, and we all knew Stove was like one that could go, like yo, bro, he could be the one to get on, and it was like, I remember somebody else said, yo, I remember watching Stove sit in his room, like would write all day and write and rap all day, practice how he would say it all day. Where a lot of artists don't do that. Like don't
really work on that.
He practices it all day. Like right now I got my turntable set up, bro. I come home and I practice for it. Like my wife, I used to do it and then I stopped doing it, and she was like, babe, you gotta get back to doing it. I come home, plug my turntables up to the speakers, and I get crazy like for an hour and a half. Like
hell yeah.
And he used to like just recite his bars all, and that's why when you hear him, bro, like when I heard the joint with Fat Joe and Kiss, right, bro, it didn't, like, sometimes, you know, like as a fan, as a DJ, I get like, I'm so like musically eclectic, I'd be like, I gotta listen to it again,
right,
bro. When the first time I heard it, I was like, all the way in Rome, I could still smell it. I just felt it. It just gave me chills, and it was like, even when he came back to the streets in my
I ain't gonna lie, I like his style,
I was like,
bro.
yo, bro, the way he flipped that was crazy.
That boy be going
like,
crazy.
Yo, bro, the way he just, like, even just the way he flips, like, I just wanna be successful, like, still it.
That coat talk is so different.
And my wife, right? She don't hate it, but she's like a R&B. She's like a, when it comes to rap, when it comes to rap, she's like a X, the Locks. Her favorite rapper is Styles, right? And my wife would take that's when I knew I could marry her. I'm like, your favorite rapper who? And she was like, my favorite rapper is Styles. But like, yo, bro, like, so she sometimes don't. But she was like, yo, nah, he alright. And I'm like, yo, people didn't understand, like, yo, he was really one of them ones.
That's fire, bro. Yeah. That's fire. Shout out to Stove God Cook, man. Go check him out.
Yeah.
All right, fast round, gang. I need fast questions on this one.
Okay.
Club or festival?
Festival.
Serato or record box?
Serato.
Vinyl or digital?
Digital.
Biggest crowd you ever played?
Carabana.
Dream venue?
Rolling Loud Festival.
One artist you're manifesting working with next?
Drake or Meek.
Fire. All right. Last three questions of the interview, gangy, and we gonna end this one strong.
Yeah.
5 years from now, where do you see Mike Red?
Definitely like I said, Rolling Loud festivals, BET Awards, second row. I want to be up there with the guys. Man, hundreds of thousands. I'm a humble. I don't need millions of dollars. Like I want millions of dollars.
Right.
That's a want. Like I'm thankful for whatever God give me. Like if he was to be like, yo, bro, you gonna make $300,000 a year off rap, and that's what it's gonna make. But that's what I get. You know what I'm saying? Like, that takes care of my family. People don't understand. Like, when you come from nothing, like that, my kids, like I do everything for my wife and my kids and my family, bro. My mom, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my mom, my stepdad, my aunts. So I take care of my family with that. I like traveling the world, bro. I want to be in Paris at Fashion Week.
Fire.
France. Like I want to do stuff like that. DJ the Super Bowl. Like
that's fire.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's the legacy you want people to remember when they hear the name Mike Redd?
I want them to understand, like, yo, bro. First off, I'm a humble dude. Like I said, I come from nothing. My parents divorced early, and my mom and dad, they co-parented very well. But when my mom had me, bro, and we moved back up to Syracuse, my mom worked at Price Chopper. Okay. And like, she used to pick me up from my babysitters, and we get off a bus, like going. Like, she didn't have a car. We rode the bus, and
yeah, likewise.
Like, yo, bro, like, it's a lot of stories I could tell. Like, even when like her exes and stuff. Like, yo, bro, like, I seen a lot of stuff early, like. Her exes might have did use substances, had substance abuse, and sold every. I remember, like, yo, bro, we come in the house and they sold all my TVs was gone, stereo system, and my mom played hide and go seek with me under the blanket one night because everything in our house was taken to play, just so I didn't know as a kid what was going on.
Right.
So like. I say I come from nothing, bro. Like, some people be like, I'm a real nigga. I came from. No, bro, listen, they never had that struggle. Like, to not have nothing in their house because it was sold for that.
A lot of people never really saw struggle besides just not being able to get the J's that they wanted.
Yeah, bro. And at the end of the day, like, being 13 years old, bro, I remember, like, yo, being 13 years old, I had a summer job, and just so I could be able to afford stuff like other kids had. And I remember still, my mom fell behind on some bills, bro. And I had to check for like $1,200. And I gave my mom my whole check to make sure that, like, our bills was taken care of and help my mom. So I come from that. Like, yeah, bro. Like, and now to see how my mom's an RN. She's a registered nurse, like, been a registered nurse for like 30 years almost. And she well off now. And I'm proud of her, where she comes from. So
shout out to Mama Love. Yeah, shout out to all the mothers everywhere.
Yeah. Even my dad, good dad, man. Like, but it's just like, to be where I'm at now, I want the people to understand my legacy is, like, I want to make my family proud, bro. Like, in any way. And I feel like I've done a good job of that. Like, going to get my bachelor's degree and get my master's degree, being a community advocate, and
because those aren't easy feats, bro.
Yeah, bro. Taking care of my kids and being a good husband, and even with the fans, bro, like the people, the supporters, like, I don't call them all, like, there's fans, there's supporters, like, and the people that hate me, like, I want people to understand, like, I'm humble. Like, I may not, and even in this city, bro, I may not like everybody, but I love you. I'm because that's where we come from in this city. Like, it's a lot of people I don't like. Mm-hmm. Don't get it twisted. But I love them. Like, I don't want to see nothing bad happen to anybody ever. Right. Even if I don't like them. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You might have a misunderstanding. I don't mean I want to see you gone.
Yeah, like, bro, when you get deeper in that Bible, it's a lot like in the Bible it say, like, yo, I could do all things through Christ which strengthens me, right? Like, and it also says in the Bible, like, you pray for your enemy, like you would pray for your closest loved one.
That's a
like
fact.
I may not like a lot of people, but I love you no matter what. And I just want my people to understand, like, that's a dude that the city could look up to and always be like, yo, I never have no problem with my kids being surrounded by him as a coach, and he was a role model. Like, that's just the type of dude I am.
If there's one rumor or misconception about you that you want to clear up today, what is it?
Some people may say it's a cocky or arrogance about me. I'm not cocky or I'm not arrogant. Like, I'm very confident in myself. Like, yo, bro, I'm a fat boy. Like, when D-Lo said, I'm a fat boy, need more chicken. Like, so, like, I got friends that, like, bro, showed me how to rib. I remember, yo, bro, like, one of my dogs in school, in a summer program, like, I remember going to the summer program and they was bombing me. Fat boy, I'm fresh though. I'm like, bro, I had some ones on, some Air Force Ones on, some lows, some all white lows, and some sweat. I had a fire little Nike sweat. I'm like 15, 16, and they was bombing me at the table, but I'm fresh because I'm a fat boy, and they was all skinny athletic dudes. And bro, I cried. I went home, like, probably 14. I went home and cried because I'd never been bombed like that.
You didn't understand what the fuck
bro,
was going on.
Even when being a kid that was been in the hood my whole life, I never been bombed like that.
Right.
So, like, bro, that taught me how to rib. So now, like, I don't learn how to rib so much with my
got a tougher skin since then. Yeah.
Like, yo, my friends be like, yo, bro, like, you be going. And it's like, yo, I'll snap all day with people. So, like, people get the notification of me that they think I'm arrogant or cocky. Nah, bro, I'm very humble. I'm very peaceful. I'm very, like I said, I could not like somebody, bro. I don't mean I want to do nothing to you. Don't make me do nothing to you, but I don't want to do nothing to you.
Right.
Like, I ain't the most gangsters dude out here because I believe there's somebody for everybody out here. If you run around here like, man, I'm the toughest, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me.
There's like, always somebody tough.
I done seen some tough dudes who people be like, yo, man, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him. Get laid down in Syracuse. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And then be like, yo, bro, like, and because it's not because whoever laid them down was as gangsters as them. It might have been like, yo, I'm scared of them, so I had to do this. Like, you know
some of the scariest motherfuckers end up killing motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I'm
bro,
telling you,
so
out of pure fear.
Right. So, like, bro, I want people to understand, bro. I'm humble. I'm peaceful. I'm a good dude. I come with good intentions all the time, and I love, bro. I love hard. I'm loyal, and that's just me, bro.
Okay. All right, Brody. Last question.
Yep.
Everybody chases views, followers, and clout. What does being valid actually mean to you?
You know, being valid just means to me, man, just being cool with who you are, like, cause like when you just you, right? Like my style is different from yours. Like I dress one thing. I just very rock starish. Like with, and I say that's not just that, but you might be more. Like you might be on some tuxedos, grown suits. That might be your thing. But be cool in your own skin. Don't try to be nobody else, man. I feel like when you try to be that, like it kind of takes away from who you are, and then you become less valid. But I think the one thing about me is, like being who I am. People look and they like, yo. One thing about Mike Red is he cool in his own skin. Like I remember, like I said, I got bombed, bro, by some friends in school, and I'm fresh at the time, and becoming who I was like, yo, I started learning, like, when people say things about me, I let it go over my head. So, and it allowed me to just be me, and people be like, yo, can't nothing get under his skin, bro. That's how valid he is. Like, he don't hate on no people. I listen to people who hate on me, bro, and I won't say nothing bad about them. Like, won't say nothing. Like, still to this day, I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes. I might have learned. I mean, I've learned as I've grown, right? But I've watched people who like hate on me, or I know they hating, or said stuff, and they get back to me, and people be like, "Yo, bro, he ain't say nothing about you even after that. That man still ain't say nothing." But like, "Oh, word, alright," like, you know, because that's how I am, bro.
That's a fact.
Went over my head. So yeah, I think that's what it is, bro. It's just. I think that's what being valid is. Being who you are and being comfortable in your own skin, man. Not letting stuff get to you.
Okay. I appreciate you, Brody.
I
ain't gonna
appreciate
lie,
you, man.
Thank you for having me over to your crib, you know what I'm saying, to your humble abode,
yeah, man,
you know what I'm saying, to do this interview with you. Y'all already know what it is, man. This is another episode of Valley TV, and I'm your host, Boogie Valid, man, and we got Mike Red in the building,
Valley TV, man.
Stay tuned, man. Y'all already know what it is.